Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good men and good wives, welcome one and all to VRML Season 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the Bronze Championship match. That's right, guys. Today it is going to be Wonderland versus Knave of Hearts, and it is not just going to be casting this match, folks. I have a friend with me. Oro, please introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? A long time no see.
It is good to have you back, my friend. If I understand, you were just getting off a little bit of a dentist little appointment there, right?
Yeah, I just got my my wisdom teeth removed, and that was wild. Not recently. It's been a few weeks now, but yeah, it's healing up mostly. It's still a little, believe it or not, I'm still swollen a little bit on the bottom left.
Hey, it takes a little while to recover from wisdom teeth. You know, I haven't had a full mine yet.
That's why.
That'll do it. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Quicksaber. This is Oro, and we are happy to bring to you Wonderland versus Knave of Hearts. These guys are going to be playing for the third bronze spot in the Season 15 Championship. And let me just take a look here. I believe third place does win a good prize here. Let me just double check my facts. Yes, that is right. For third place from Bankrupt Games himself, everybody, whoever wins this match is going to get their own custom Season 15 bronze weapon skin. So, hey, just a little something to go home with. You know, that's going to be exclusive to the players who win that gun skin. And speaking of the players, let's just go over the roster real quick. Over on Wonderland, we can see Lubden is the captain, and under him is Biggie Cheese, Ducky, Minotaur, Monster, Borvi 15, Lyson Schlender, and Ravenclaws. Then over on Knave of Hearts, Notch PHX is the captain of Gay Magician, Culminania, Slay Exodus, Dr. Gonzo, Kraken, and Polygus. And excuse me, folks, it was a little different than that. But there we have it. And folks, while we are waiting for these teams to get in, just going over their stats here in the main season, both of them did get it to the third match championship here. So, the bronze championship. So they're pretty equal in skill level. And in the season, Knave of Hearts finished out number 3, while Wonderland finished out number 2. We can see that Wonderland's record was 8-4. However, Knave of Hearts had an extra match and went 9-4. So they have one more game in the season than Wonderland. So interesting that they're placed number 3 over number 2. But we're going to see if Wonderland can stack up against Knave of Hearts, which should be relatively soon here, folks. Going over the bans, we already know that Wonderland decided to ban both Inferno and Autumn. Meanwhile, Knave of Hearts decided to go ahead and ban Mirage, and I think we have their second one. Yes, so Knave of Hearts has banned Mirage and Stockpile, folks. So let me just go ahead and get that updated here. And it looks like... Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh, no worries. So what do you think, who do you think is going to win?
I have no idea. You know, that's a really easy thing to say. I know that the thing is, however, Knave of Hearts, I know Slay Exodus, Kraken, Notch... I believe Dr. Gonzo, they've all been playing for years, but then so again has Lubden, Ducky, Monster, Borvi 15. The other players too, I'm sure, have been playing for a while as well. I do know that statistically Wonderland has been around a lot longer. It has kept most of their main roster, and so if I had to take a guess, in my experience, the team that has the most coherent players that can play with them, not play with themselves, but play with each other. Play with each other more smoothly and more coordinated than the other team, they are the ones that are most likely to win. However, Knave of Hearts in the past have shown really good defensive strategies and offensive strategies, which is something that not a lot of teams have. So I really don't know. And you know, I don't want to show favoritism or anything, but and the thing is, I do know both players or a lot of players on both teams. I really don't know. But what about yourself?
True. Personally, I've been around long enough to remember Wonderland all the way back, because Wonderland's actually a team that brought me onto the league. So, personally, if I have to be a little favoritist, I feel like Wonderland's got a good time. But these Knave of Heart guys are no joke, and these are some strong players. So, realistically speaking, I feel like Knave of Hearts has a very high chance here. But Wonderland, I've got my heart out for you. You got this.
Well, there you have it, folks. And with that, Nave of Hearts has chosen the first map, or excuse me, Wonderland has chosen the first map, and it is going to be Manor. So with that, I think we're just waiting for them to hop into the game. But before that, folks, I do just want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, HyperX. HyperX has now the Quadcast 2 mic for crystal clear sound. Also available on their website are some nice HyperX earbuds, which I personally used, winning them in the Denverland last year, and those lasted me quite a long time. They were really good quality, and HyperX as a company does make quality gaming gear. That being said, they also have the Alloy Origins 75 wireless keyboard for pro level play, if any of us still play the flat screen games. And then also the Vision S monitor for immersive visuals. So level up your setup with HyperX, and thank you again to HyperX for sponsoring us in the VRML. Also, folks, don't forget, if you want to go ahead and get a little 15% discount, go to HyperX website, buy whatever you want, and then use the code HXVRML23. That's right, that's HXVRML23. So hey, thank you again to HyperX, and let's see if our players got into the game. And I think they have, folks.
Did I catch that right? Did you almost say if our sponsors are in the games, or our sponsors are going to face off against each other?
No, our sponsors are not going to face off each other.
Hey, do we know that for sure?
We know that for sure. So it looks like that the players are re-rolling for our lobby, folks. So let's just give them a little bit of time, and we'll be right back with the action. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and so are the players. Guess what? We're going to get right into the first map, which is going to be Manor. Let's get right into it, folks. All right. And we are in. Oro, do you see the stream correctly?
What screen? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're doing good.
Perfect. It looks like we already have our camera angles set up and everything is ready to go. So, while we're waiting for these players to load into their pistol rounds, it looks like so far no players have decided to kill each other yet, which is a really good sign of team cohesion, because I don't know about you, but when I played, I would just try and kill everybody as soon as possible. But going over the first rosters as we go into the first round, Ducky, 4v15 Biggie Cheese, Lisan Schlander, I hope I'm saying that right, and Ravenclaws are going to go off with the Wonderland as Notch, Slay Exodus, Kraken Krieger, Polyjus, and Gay Magician are going to be. Hey, everybody has a choice. It's 2025. Are going to be Knave of Hearts. And here we can see that Knave of Hearts is going to be starting strong as Gay Magician takes out Biggie Cheese on headshot, leaving only Lisan Schlander to defend, but as Polyjus takes him out from the rear, Slay Exodus getting 4v15, it looks like Knave of Hearts are going to get a very strong start here with a 5v2 situation.
Look at this dirty angle.
With a headshot. Here we can see, though, Ravenclaw from the back was able to pick up Polyjus before getting taken out by the Magician. Kraken Krieger is going to get the nice Deagle headshot on a Ducky, ending the round and securing Knave of Hearts their first round victory.
So, a little side note here. You know, when they go to plant the bomb, have you noticed in other streams where the bomb goes silent, or is that just me?
No, I have not seen other streams. It's a Pav TV look. Everybody in the chat, let's get a We Love Pav TV going.
Let's go, Pav TV.
We love the stutters, we love the glitches, but you know what?
Hey,
without it though, we wouldn't be able to cast, and it's a lot better than what it was. That's for certain. And with that being said, folks, you can see the strong A play. However, Ravenclaws is going to shut it down by taking out the Magician. Meanwhile, Notch does pick up 4v15, leaving only Ravenclaws to defend on site. Not only Ravenclaws, but also Lisan. Doesn't matter as Polyjus gets a 3K, takes them all out. Slay Exodus from Garden taking out Biggie Cheese, leaving only Ducky in a 1v4 situation. But Slay Exodus is going to shut that down, and we're going to see a second round victory from Knave of Hearts.
Did we get a clip? Are you good with catching clips? Because that would be an excellent clip for the highlight reel.
I am not. I don't think it works on Pav TV, does it?
It was earlier. I was getting some pretty meme-worthy clips. I literally did one clip of a grenade. Yeah.
What
followed grenade.
I remember.
I think it's on the stream key. Just we'll talk. We'll look at it. On later.
We'll worry about that later, folks. In the meantime, you got to be live to see it. We could always
going into a little bit of a
clip it later.
Push here. They're taking their time, as they push up from above and below.
Some strats here, as we can see the utility now nading a common spot for the CT to be in, but they weren't there that time. Here we can see most of Knave of Hearts pushing out that nade, not finding anybody. Hate to see it when you're in Wonderland, as Ravenclaws is taken out, leaving only 4v15 to try and defend site here. He's going to try and stay hidden. Is able to find Kraken Krieger, but now they know he's on site. Luckily, he does have backup from Lisan and, well, I was going to say Ducky, but Magician took him out pretty fast. 4v15 with an unfortunate kill on the Lisan, his own teammate, before getting taken out by Polyjus. That is going to leave Biggie Cheese at a 1v2 now, after he was able to take out one player and then took out Polyjus, leaving only Slay Exodus to keep the dream alive, and he does! With a nice AK headshot on Biggie Cheese, that is going to solidify the third round victory as Knave of Hearts picks up steam. And going over the scoreboard here, Oro, would you do the honors?
Yeah, I think we take a look here with Polyjus dominated with a 4-2 and Slay following up with a 4-0. These are some scary stats here. Go down with Kraken Krieger with a 2-1, Gay Magician with a 3-2. Biggie Cheese, not in a chump, holding the line with a 2-3, Raven with a 2-3 as well, and Ducky, it's okay, you're gonna get there, buddy. And Lisan 1-3 and Abor with a 1-3 as well.
Yes, sir. And here you can see that. Just with a beautiful cross-map nade on Lisan, take him out instantly before Ducky is able to take out Slay before Polyjus picks him up as well. Here we can see Biggie Cheese on a B now. This time he does have the rifle. Tries to go behind, but Notch is able to see the flank coming and taking him out. Is going to let them plant the bomb on the site. Going 4v15 and Raven in a 2v4 situation here. 4v15 trying to get engaged to get a pick, but is not going to find one as Polyjus takes him out instead. Can Ravenclaw pick it up? No, as Ravenclaw does pick up Polyjus, but not the Magician, I should say. I'm going to try not to say that anymore. I don't think that's great. But that being said,
it's fine. It's their name.
It's their name, but just to be safe, for the sponsors. Then Yeah, I mean,
I
just
think
solid execution of T-plays. Again, like I was saying, David Parks does seem to have the offensive T-plays locked down a lot better than a lot of other teams I've
hyper
seen.
aggressive.
Hyper aggressive, but also well coordinated too. You can see that they were pitching people off on Garden, they were pitching people off on Obelisk, like well timed. And the Magician is able to pick up Ducky before it gets taken out by Biggie Cheese, which might lead some of the A players off. Maybe not though, as Parks is going in pretty strong here and is going to trade with Ravenclaw. Here we can see Kraken picking up the lead here. But no other A players on site to defend yet.
Oh, and it is a
I wish I
2v2,
remembered my
so
angles.
oh yeah, I had to take the full first map when I was warming up on the earlier bronze game to really just hone in my angles and focus on the button presses and commands that I had set up too.
But it's so much more fun to just be a ghost and fly around. But here we can see goes aside. We're in a 2v2. Bomb does go down. Biggie Cheese waiting for his teammate here. There they come. Biggie Cheese and Leishon making their way in. Is
hey, fantastic!
Oh, and he finds Kraken in X cap. And there we go.
Can we talk about Biggie Cheese terminating it, just like being a Terminator and standing up to that bomb grenade?
That's what a champion is. Or is it, as Wonderland is able to pick up their first round there. Tanked it like a boss. That's why you buy armor, folks.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the economy at this. So we have 4 rounds of win from Notshire and
Knave of Hearts.
Knave of Hearts, thank you. Yeah, tip of my tongue. And then Wonderland with the first round. Okay. What does the economy got to be like?
Well, it looks like both teams now have AKs and rifles, and so it's going to be a little bit more even. And I think if Wonderland able to buy some rifles of their own coming up around, they have a better shot here. And we can see here that the Magician is running through mid here. Pick up both Ducky and it looks like even though, not even though anything, they are going to converge on the A. The Magician and Slay trying to make their way in as the rest of the team makes their way on the site. Ravenclaw is finally going to go down by Kraken. And as Leishon gets taken out by the Magician in the back, Biggie Cheese is going to find the Magician in return. And he's going to find Slay Exodus, but not before getting taken out by Apologist. Almost a clutch situation, but unfortunately, Knave of Hearts locked it down. You hate to see it.
So let's talk about Biggie Cheese with all the extra money. Do you think he should take the time and pick up a couple extra bits of util, or like spend that full 2K down to the wire? Because his team is already down to the wire as well.
Yes, I think it's important to match up with your team, and even though he does have some extra money, I would have bought some more utility to be more in line with the rest of his team. If your team is poor, you should be rich. You should be rich. It's hard.
Exactly.
It takes a while for teams to
extra clips.
Extra clips, I understand, but let's talk about that. Biggie Cheese is going to shut down the speed push from Knave of Hearts by taking out the Magician. Can we see Boar v15? Stop this push. Biggie Cheese picking up a 2K. Oh man, I really don't know these. Camera angles here. Missing all the action to Leishon after Wonderland.
You got the final shot.
I got the final shot. I kept switching at like the worst moment to like miss everybody else's kill. But Wonderland taking down the Knave of Hearts push and getting themselves a second round to possibly tie this half up as best they can, make it a 45. We'll see.
Fantastic.
Does look like Knave of Hearts more towards an A play, but unfortunately an amazing nade from 415 is going to
in the follow-up.
Oh, with Game Magician getting a nice 50 cal kill on the Boar v15, that is going to leave him the last one alive. Can he get the 50 cal ace? Let's see. Oh, but with the flashbang, that's going to shut down his dreams. Ducky takes him out. And inches closer to tying up the match. And with their economy, yeah, exactly. Let's see what they buy here. Looks like they're going to choose to buy AKs and armor. Well, maybe no armor for Slay. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so it looks like both teams are doing pretty good on their economies. So this last round of the half should be interesting.
I gotta say, that last win was exactly the type of round that Wonderland needed after a couple downs. You know, momentum is a hard thing to catch back up on when you're down. It looks like they might have a chance.
It's quite possible there with Ducky getting the initial kill on the Kraken before getting taken out by Slay, evening it up again. Oh, but with that nade, this is Ravenclaw and X-Cap.
Came down to a bump in the pixels.
Bump in the pixels. Biggie Cheese is able to pick up Apologist before getting taken out by the Magician. 4v15 and Slay trade out as well, making the situation a 2v2. With the Magician actually choosing to rotate towards B along with Notch,
Genius.
which is going to give them, good play there as Lisan is going to start to rotate. Oh, but what's this?
Oh,
the Magician is a
unbelievable
magician.
read.
Indeed, he knows. So Wonderland is going to think that they're both on site, but unfortunately he doesn't check his corner. Holds his fire for the second one.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
He strikes, knows where the other player is. Oh, even though Lisan is able to get the kill, it does give Notch PHX the information of where he is. Will the Magicians, will his aim delay, I don't know what it's called, sorry, trigger discipline, save the day?
Yeah, that's right.
Had a little bit of a brain fart there.
Dirty.
Aim delay. Aim delay sounds better. Oh,
aim delay.
Yes, there's not to read it and get the kill with only one clip left, and that is going to shut down the tie and make it a 3-6 in Knave of Hearts' favor. What a round indeed, my friend. Going over the scoreboard here, Apologist leads 10-6, followed by the Magician 10-7, Slay 8-6, Kraken 4-5, and Notch 3-4. Meanwhile, Wonderland Biggie Cheese leads strong with 11-7, followed by Ducky 5-7, expensive ammo, Blore V15 6-9, very nice, Lisan 3-5, and Raven 3-7. And here we can see, are going to see the team switch.
I got a quick question for you. Do you think a Pimax would have changed the outcome of that round? Pimax? Yeah, Pimax. You think we would have seen that guy in the corner?
I don't know. I don't think so. I can't speak. I've only used the Oculus CD1. So, but that being said, I can't say that Notch and Slay are doing really good jobs of holding off Wonderland here, taking out Ducky, Raven, leaving only Pikachu alive to get a 3K.
Oh,
in a 1v1 with Kraken. Can he clutch it out?
He's one tap though. They're both one tap. This could go either way.
Indeed. Actually, I think Kraken is a 2-tap to his Tech 9. Ooh, Kraken
the
just
Tech 9's
solidly
got
holding that angle.
Oh.
Ring around the rosy. So I think because Biggie Cheese was so slow, he is... No, I think he made some noise. I was going to say Kraken was going to rotate off, but now Kraken stayed. Biggie Cheese is going to get the bomb down. 1v1. Kraken comes up from the alley. They're about to meet! And Kraken is able to be the better cowboy. And he did get a shot off on Kraken, but it was because he was more one-shot than Kraken was. He was able to win that duel. Down to the wire, folks. But Knave of Hearts is going to keep their lead going with a 3-7.
It's incredible. I gotta say, I was wrong about the Tech 9. I guess the Tech 9 does way less damage than I thought it did.
Unfortunately, it does. It used to be a lot better, but that's back in the day.
Back in the day. Remember FAMAS?
Oh gosh, I was there for the automatic block. I was there for the AK-74U, my friend.
Oh, I never got to experience a good AK-74.
I was there when the ops were the 50 cal. That was terrifying. Imagine a 50 cal that you could reload with a protection rifle. Anyway, Notch in 4v15, trading in houses. Ducky leads strong with a kill on the Kraken and a kill on the Slay Exodus, giving them sight. And giving them the advantage here in a 4v2 situation. It looks like force buying rifles was the correct play here, as though Apologist only has a shotgun. And the Magician and Apologist are going to kind of converge on the site here with Apologist, or excuse me, Magician. Oh, excuse me. Oh, but Ducky is going to take him out, but not before Apologist gets a nice comeback from Lisan. Tries to sneak through, but is not going to find his way through as Ducky takes him out instead.
I gotta say, this is looking kind of scary for Wonderland. You know, where you're up 7 rounds, you're down 4 rounds. What do you do in a situation like this?
Well, you could do what they just did. Get 1 round back on the board. Keep crawling their way back. It's hard, but when it comes down to it, it's just a mental game. is likely to win or lose the round as the other team. But it really just comes down to who's more locked in, who's ready to go. I once came back from a 1 to 9, and I don't think I'll ever do that again. It's just one of those. No, Inferno, season 5 or something like that. But anyways, my old stories aside, 4v15 and Ravenclaws are going to clean up on side as 4v15 picks up a 3K. And they don't even get a chance to plant the bomb down before.
Oh no, you crashed Pav TV that had been so hard.
We love Pav TV. It's okay, folks.
I have to say that was exactly the round they needed. You know, bringing it from a what was it, a 3-7 up to a 5-7. It looks like they might have the momentum to keep things moving forward. I'm thinking once they keep rolling, they might be able to use the economy advantage to get at least a few more rounds off of. Come on, Knave of Hearts. There we go.
Yes, you did it. Okay. Now I believe this was the round that they cleaned up on, yes?
Yes, because we went to 5-7, yes.
So
Think the gun, 5-7.
Again, expansive ammunition. Oh, there we go. Both teams on both sides, they did a split, and the A players killed their defenders, and the B players killed theirs. That's what happens. Sometimes. When it goes really strategic insight from Quicksaver. That's what happens sometimes. Here we can see that both teams are doing pretty well in economy. In fact, the Magician did decide to pick up a 50 cal, so we're gonna favor him a little bit. So it's good too, because Wonderland flashbangs going up as they come out through obstacles. Apologies. Picking out on statue. The Magician trying to make a play. The bomb is going to go down. Slay finding Big Cheese. Can he find the rest? Oh, but the Magician takes out Raven before he has a chance to. Oh, and Slay and Notch taking out Ducky and 4v15. They're going to be able to retake site. They could defuse the bomb if they wanted to, if only they knew that Lisan was still off site. Lisan with the attempted knife throw. Oh, but they're going to defuse the bomb before he dies. That is going to take away the plant bonus from Wonderland and give Knave of Hearts their 8th round victory. And on top of that, Lisan wasn't able to save his gun as Kraken takes him out after the fact. Unfortunate round.
Insult to injury. Insult to injury.
Yes, indeed. And with that, it is going to be pretty tough for Wonderland to come back here because look at their economy. Well, Ducky certainly has a lot of money. Besides that, the rest of his team not so much. They are going to try to do a B play, excuse me. He's making his way up. Tagged by that nade. On the headshot here, leaving only Notch to defend side along with Kraken. I knew it. Slay is able to find Lisan. This is really annoying, folks.
This is so funny because earlier today I only had one crash, and it's because the match had ended. I don't know.
That's why they're ending, but I don't understand. I figured by now they'd be. I don't know. I try to give them like an extra 2 minutes after they actually start, so this stuff doesn't happen. But sometimes it doesn't work, as you can tell. 5-7.
Interesting.
5-8. Then yeah, we can see the last of that, folks. Apologist is able to take out Ducky, Biggie Cheese, and the Magician, trading out. And there we can see that Knave of Hearts are winning their 9th round victory. Folks, Wonderland has 5 rounds to come back. And it might be tough.
Come on, let's root for them. They can do this.
They don't have a lot of money. They're choosing to forego armor. Not the best against... Not the best against M4s, though. Real easy to get headshot.
AKs are a 50 without...
Oh, and that nade is going to tag up the entire team. Not getting anybody instantly, but it's going to make it real easy to mop them up later if that's what you want to. Flash coming up. Oh, and Slay picking up 4-15. Raven picking up Colossus. Bomb is going to go down, and Slay is taking up Ducky and back. Oh, but Kraken and Notch with the flank, leaving Biggie Cheese alone. The 1v2 is able to pick up Kraken and Notch, but The magician with the 50 count and a celebration able to get the kill.
What is that?
And defuse the bomb. I don't know, but what I can tell you guys is that Knave of Hearts wins the first round with Slay Exodus going 16-9. Gay Magician 13-10. Apologist 12-11. It's his real name, and you know what? He deserves it. Kraken 7-9. Notch 8-9. Meanwhile, Biggie Cheese 18-11. Ducky 11-11. 4v15 10-14, which is my birthday actually, October 14th.
Hey,
Ravenclaw 6-11, and my Katie a lot. And Lisa 3-10. And there you have it, folks. That is going to be map 1, Knave of Hearts victory.
I gotta double check who won this, Dave. But I gotta be honest. That last round when the nade hit the team, it just felt like watching a horror film from that moment forward. It was just like it was so. Oh man, it was just like a slaughter. It just got nailed down. It was so hard to watch.
It was, but you know what? That's a lot of teams find it easier to defend because it's just. There's a little bit less coordination and strategy that goes into holding a site than there is into taking a site. And clearly Knave of Hearts, I mean, Slay, Exodus, the Magician, Kraken, they've all been playing for years. And Notch, I believe, as well. And yeah, I mean, it's just really hard to defend against a well-organized team like that.
Totally, and I think that's another thing is as well as, you know, taking the time to practice and plan out, you know, the ways that you guys move. If you're going to push on all into a site, you know, you got to keep in mind the previous rounds too. It seems like the way that they were pushing out on from Garden every round and really taking the time to throw their util, I would have waited at least a few, you know, a team such as Knave, it might have been a strategy to wait it out before pushing right on, you know, and pacing out the game just a little longer and trying to bait out the aggressive pushes in some way or fashion.
Indeed, but hey, my friend, would've, could've, should've. But
that's right.
That's in the end. They'll learn from this round, I'm sure. And as we go into the second round, they are going to be taking about a 10-minute break, folks. So we will be too. So please come back in about 10 minutes, and we will get right on to map 2 to continue the action.
Prepare to start.
Only Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2 hit.
Match point. Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point. Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point. Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are about to go right into map 2, which is, drum roll please, going to be Museum. Museum is a map that I haven't seen in a little while, folks, so I'm really excited to get into this. But without any further ado, let's hop right into it. All right. Go ahead and load that replay, download those assets.
I'm so excited for this.
Me too.
It was like forever since the last game already.
With that little 10-minute break, it kind of was. All right, and here we can see that Naval Parts is going to start on CT this side. Go ahead and swap these little things here. Just 1 second here, folks.
Do we have a player swap? It was loved in
Let me take a look here. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, going over here, we can see that Loveton is swapped in for, I believe, I don't remember.
Not sure.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No.
I feel a little
It could
bad.
be. Yeah, it's okay.
It's all right. There is a team swap, but for the most part, we are going to see this time Wonderland starting on T side. So let's see if they can get some momentum, as we can see both Biggie Cheese and Lisan are going to be trying to make their way into control room here. And we can see that Slay Exodus and Kraken are going to be on B duty. We can see that they are trying to create a little bit of a rotate here by playing the bomb a little bit early over in Closet here. You can see that Notch and
Well, the
pulled out, but Biggie Cheese, Borby, and Ducky are going to get picked on the CT players, leaving only Paul just alive, as well as the Magician, as Paul just is able to get the pick on the Ducky. Oh, but with Borby15 taking out the Magician from the back, Paul just is going to find Loveton and the bomb, indeed, in Closet, putting him in a relatively good position for this 1v3.
The best.
Oh, picks up one, but pick up two. Almost takes out Biggie. Paul just trying to make a play, making himself a nice 3K. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, as Wonderland is going to take the lead this time. Oh. Let's go ahead and get these angles set up here. Looks like I didn't play this map in longer than I thought. Oh, good try, but good execution. Better execution from Wonderland. Alright, we'll get back to you guys. So it looks like that Wonderland is going to start off with a pretty fast A play here, making lots of moves, and going to cause defenders to rotate here. Oh, look at that nade. Doesn't find anybody as Wonderland picks up Notch before getting taken out by Paulgist, which is going to leave bomb down on site. Paulgist does pick up Biggie Cheese as well before getting taken out by Ducky. With the Magician still on site, however, Borby15 takes out Kraken and takes out the Magician and Window, leaving only Slay Exodus to get executed by Borby15 as well. Borby15, was that an ace?
Did you hear that, by the way, when they rushed down main? I'm pretty sure I heard the train horn as they slammed onto site.
Probably, my friend. What's going We're on B. Or, I'm sorry, we're on A, and you can't do nothing about it with a 2-0 victory. And Wonderland. Or, excuse me, Naval Hearts.
Oh.
Stop it. You can see that Naval Hearts is leaning a little bit more towards A, excuse me. But Wonderland sending 2 up B, but where's the bomb? The bomb is A with Lubden. Did I say Wubden? Lubden.
Lubden, ooh woo.
Wubden, that sounds like a fun alt.
Our first ooh woo live on stream.
First or the last?
No, wait, guys, it was a joke. Please, I swear.
Borby15 taking out Slay. Lisan takes out the Magician. Where is Lupton going in the closet with the bomb, taking out lots of players all over the map here. But unfortunately, Paulus not trading off site here. Oh, but he is gonna take it. He's taken out by Ducky as Lupton plants the bomb. Not going inside to defend. Oh, lights up Lupton, but not able to finish him off as Lupton lands a nice headshot on the notch, leaving Kraken in a 1v2. Oh, but with 4v15 with a Scorpion kill on the Kraken? That's a gun I never thought I'd see in the league.
It's basically like a micro Uzi with more complicated steps to reload.
Yeah, and more complicated aiming procedures and recoil control.
It's a fun gun. Hey, give it a break. Okay? Try it.
I'm a Scorpion hater. No, I didn't try it. I died every time I used it.
So you hate FAMAS too, huh?
I used to love it.
Used to, huh?
It was good.
I feel like I get the most aces with that thing. I don't know.
All right. You know who's gonna get the most aces with this M4? Notch PHX.
Notch.
As Notch slowly is pushed up, waiting it. Oh, going through the smoke.
Smoke right here.
Unfortunate. If he kept walking, it might have taken him by surprise. But he is going to get the information that all the T players are going towards A here, so we can see the rotates from the rest of them. Oh, we can see the Magician back at it with the sniper. Oh, but with that, it looks like they're all going to try and rotate the Magician, maybe going to try and catch one. But it looks like Wonderland is going to play it safe and choose to rotate through their spawn, leaving, yes, Slay and Kraken to try and defend. Yeah, Wonderland takes out Kraken as Slay takes out Big Cheese. Bucky taking out Slay as Paul just takes out 4v15. The blows are going back and forth, but with Lupton going back to A with the Bob, a sneaky little player in a 2v2. Oh, he does leave Lisan kind of alone over on B, but that's not going to matter here as both CT players converge. He has to stay alive here or else they know that they'll have sight. Oh, but Paul just takes out
but he cost it.
And and even though Paul just tried to take out Lisan, the Magician was able to pick it up after him, and that is going to give him plenty of time to get guns and defuse the bomb, which is going to give Native Hearts their first victory. You hate to see it if you're on Wonderland. You really do.
That was a very, very well played Wonderland here. But yes, yeah, Ian Lupton. I mean, it's a collective effort. The team is probably the one that sent him over there. But when you get into a position where you're advantageous like that, even if your colleague is moving up to try to pincer, you really want to try to play time because you just don't know if the gunfight seems going to be worth it, right?
I think that Lupton pushed out a little bit too far. I would have played a little bit back, but again, woulda, coulda, shoulda. When you're in the game, it's hard to make those decisions when you're just spectating.
They probably made the call to just pincer for the players, and I thought it was
they're
going to
making the call this time though. They're absolutely start the train.
Oh,
the from 4v15 takes out Kraken, leaving Slade to try and defend at the smoke. But that's not going to be enough to get the bomb down. I think they do.
It's chaos.
Oh, yeah. 4v15 was looking for the Magician the whole time in the smoke. Found him with the knife as Ducky takes out PHX.
More smoke.
Oh, and Slay taking out 4v15 though is going to get them more of a fighting chance as Lupton goes down as well. Biggie Cheese takes out Slay, and Paul just trades with Biggie Cheese, leaving Ducky and Wonderland to pick up their 4th round victory.
This feels so familiar. It's like a complete flip script. Last game we saw Wonderland in the complete same situation that Nave was in, and now it's flipped. I think. And
interestingly, this is Native Hearts' pick. So it's funny that Wonderland's pick lost them the map, and Native Hearts is so far losing. So I don't know. Interesting observations.
Do we think that the bonus is coming in? The lose round bonus is coming in?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because the Pat TV only shows their last equipped weapons. So I don't think Kraken, Magician, and Paul have pistols. But that being said, maybe they do. This Paul is trying to defend with the Deagle here. Looks like they are in a save round. Oh, tries to get to an advantageous spot, but is not able to as he's picking up by Biggie Cheese. Finding Notch as Biggie Cheese takes out the Magician. Slay is able to make a play, taking out both Wonderland and Lupton and 4v15. And Lisan Strider picking himself up a 3K is going to almost take out Kraken. and gives Kraken and or Big E Cheese, excuse me.
That nade.
Oh, Big E Cheese, though, unfortunately, is
fantastic
going to
utility.
deny Slay X's 3K clutch, and instead picking up Kraken, taking them ever closer to furthering these teams apart. That was a weird way to say it.
Brilliant use of utility there in the very end of that round. I mean,
No.
the nade across the cutoff
No,
exit
stop.
and the flash bang.
We can't talk about it.
Oh,
We can't talk about it's a rule. On the 6th round, we can't talk
Please
about
don't ban
the
me.
message. I already said
Wasn't
it
enough?
to Hyrax.
Dave, no. Dave, please, I love you.
Dave, no.
I love you.
I love you. What the? Alright, so shenanigans aside, we can see that Knave of Hearts, or Wonderland, excuse me, is sending a majority of their players to be here. But Magician is going to take out Ducky is going to take out Slay on Catwalk. Bomb is being planted, but unfortunately, Magician shuts that down as he takes out Wonderland before getting taken out by Big E Cheese. And Big E Cheese getting taken out by Notch. Or excuse me, taking out Notch as they trade. That was confusing. I know what trades are.
Confusing trade out.
Sorry, I've only been playing this game for 7 years. Kraken taking out Lisan Slayer, leaving Ducky now in a 1v1 as he takes out Apologist. Both players know where they are. This is a test of skill and game. Kraken, with his years of experience, outperforms Ducky, winning the round and getting them a little bit closer to a tie, 2-5. Again, if Knave of Hearts, excuse me, if they can win these next 2 rounds, they'll pretty much tie it up as best they can. So, let's see if they can.
Like the biggest goal in the first half is to get as close as you can to an even score. Because even though, you know, it's important to get the highest score, but you really don't want to go into the second half with much of a disadvantage. Because if you lose momentum at any point, the pressure is just too tight.
It's mentality. It's really hard, especially in these like game moments. Because right now, Wonderland, if they lose this map, they lose the bronze championship. And so, Knave of Hearts, though, they want to win this map as much as they can. But right now, with them being down, that might start affecting their mental. But let's see here, as they are choosing Wonderland to go quietly through Closet with Apologist gunned down, just waiting for intel.
Very, very good patience here, too, I would imagine.
Oh, and gets the hit Ducky through the doors as he peeks out. Not before getting taken out by Big E Cheese as the rest of Knave of Hearts or Wonderland make their play, but not Slay are able to shut down 3 other players before Lisan takes out Notch. And that's going to leave him in a 1v3 situation without the bomb. Not a good spot to be in. Not indeed, as the Magician takes him out, and we get an end of replay. Chat, let's get I Love Pav TV.
Oh my goodness. You
I
know,
waited
Dave
5
Nightmare never
minutes.
fails to disappoint.
I waited 5 minutes after they started to make sure this wouldn't happen. Don't worry, folks. We're getting right back into it.
Come on, a little closer.
Here we are.
Imagine this was the end of the game. Somehow they won in 3-5.
They just hey guys, every player on our team decided to quit all at once, so we're just gonna end here.
W.
W. Here we can see though that they are going in. It was they 3-5. So we can see.
And this is the last round of the half, and the biggest thing here is to remember to buy out and get as much utility and equipment as possible.
Exactly.
There is
Saving
no second
anything.
chances.
Here we can see that the train as Kraken gets taken out by the Knave, and Slay is going to take out Borg. So it's a 3v3, but with that throwing knife, is this Modern Warfare 2? Oh, Slay getting his head taken off, takes off Lubden's head, leaving Ducky and Big Cheese 2v3. Need my God! Full kill, Slay and Notch, leaving Apologist now in a 1v2 to tie up the game as much as he can.
Can he find a second? Will we know?
Can he clip it?
The trade.
He has 4, 3, 2, 1. With only 1 minute left, Wonderland leads the way. Miss Lupton kills him with the bomb and gives Wonderland their 6-3 situation. You hate to see it, but there you have it, folks. What an amazing end to the second half.
Turn to the camera basically and go, well,
Well, what do you do? I don't know. I'd probably do the same thing if I was about to die in that situation, or just like scream a curse word really loudly. But anyway, folks, with that,
it's the round V2.
let's go ahead and swap the teams here. And yes, now we can see that Knave of Hearts are going to be on the attacking side. And like I said before, they are really good with their coordinated teammates. So as we can see, as Apologist and Slay both lead out at the same time, taking out Ducky and Lisan. Lupton able to hold off Slay and the Magician. Can he find more? Kraken finding Lupton instead. Biggie Cheese takes out Apologist. 4v15 takes out PHX, making Kraken a 1v1 situation, and he can't do it as Biggie Cheese is able to crack out the rest of the round. And man, these rounds are going by so fast, I can't even look at the scoreboard. I've been trying to, but real quick, folks, we can see that Wonderland, Biggie Cheese, again, leading the way, 14-7, 2.0 KD, 4v15, 12-8, Ducky 8-8, Lupton 6-9, nice, Lisan 4-7, Apologist 13-10, Slay 11-9, Notch 5-10, Kraken 5-8, and the Magician 5-8. Can we see these players turned around now that we're on opposite sides? And we just might.
Remember, we got to keep in mind that numbers isn't everything. You know, these players are taking the time to perform skills in other ways, such as IGLs. Some of them are really good at throwing util and otherwise. So
You're
while
right.
the
That's
numbers
exactly what I tell myself when I do bad.
Right.
No,
When
but
you
you
do
are
bad.
right.
Hey, wait a
not-
minute.
you are right, though. I joke. You are right. Kills are not everything. There's a lot more that goes on in this game than just kills. But regardless of our philosophies, we can see that 4v15 takes out Kraken before getting taken out by the Magician, leading them to make their way into B as he is able to pick up Ducky before getting taken out by Biggie Cheese. But with that, he is going to try rotating to A. In a 1v3 situation, though, all the players on Wonderland did rotate off towards A because they think he's there, but are they going to rotate back in time to go back or to B? Excuse me.
And I have to say, maybe it's something about the game so far, but you know, at least a round or two into the T side here, you know, I feel like Knave might have lost some of their magic from their last map. Maybe this is an indifference of practice for a museum. Maybe there's something that we can learn from this past.
Maybe, but then again, they chose this map, so.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe there's something missing that maybe Wonderland has under their sleeve about this map.
I don't know.
Oh, they come 3 at once.
When he do it. Oh,
One.
Notch is able to take out Wonderland, or excuse me, Lupton.
Oh,
But not before getting taken out.
he's taking out Wonderland on one
Taking out
shot.
Wonderland. I don't know. I keep on calling Lupton Wonderland for some reason. I don't. Just Wonderland, like not Lisan.
So.
True. Yeah, like
Nave,
4v15
Notch.
doesn't have a problem. Lisan Schlan doesn't have a problem, but I just see WL Lupton, and it's like, oh, that's Wonderland. You want to know why? It's because there's a space. There's a space after Lupton. There's not between Lisan and 4v15. I don't know why that confuses my brain, but that's it.
One of my teammates, Pecan, he had in his name the complete name of Tainted. So I would occasionally call him Tainted and not think about it. Because it's the full name.
That's alright. Tainted's common, especially if they're not playing together, but I don't know. Oh, I love Tainted.
Yeah,
I
usually
love
like the
Tainted,
little...
dude.
Yeah, of course. But usually when you see someone get clan tagged, they do like little initials.
Sometimes it confuses my brain. You know, it's like the color. It's like the word red, but it's colored blue. It's like say the color.
Yes.
Here we can see that Knave of Hearts are playing pretty slow here. They do have the majority of their players on control room, but if I had to guess, the Magician is going to try and create some noise and maybe lure some of the players off site. So let's see what he does as the rest of his team waits on his move. Sitting on a site here, trying to get a cheeky kill.
Splinter Cell action happening right now.
Oh, making his way all the way in the
Look
window.
at this.
Oh, here's the footsteps. They won't expect
Here
him here.
comes.
Oh, and he gets Ducky. With that, are we going to see, as Lisan takes him out in mid, are we going to see the rest of Knave of Hearts here move out? How are we doing on chat, by the way?
Chat is peaceful. Everyone is thinking about Daisy.
That's awesome. Kraken taking out Borg 15 is going to put them into a 3v3 situation here with Bigachi still in sight defending, but it does look like that the rest of the players are going back towards A as we hit this end of replay. Real quick, what exactly are we at?
Cheese crashed your
18:31.
stream.
Biggie Cheese crashed my stream.
All right, reported.
Oh, it's not live anymore, so it should be good, right? You'd imagine.
It's not live. Uh-oh. Have we just metagamed?
No, anything could happen.
Anything can happen.
Be a lot nicer if, we didn't know that because Pap TV. Anyway, let's go to 18:31.
We don't know what's happening.
We don't know what's happened. There, the comeback still could happen theoretically.
The comeback is always possible.
Indeed, as we can see, Big Cheese and Kraken trade off on site there. But the bomb is free to plant as Notch goes for it and puts it down onto A site. And a lot of stuff around. Regardless, we can see that London trying to go for the sneaky clips. Oh, gets him throwing down kill the Max with the smoke. He's going to clip. No, he's not. Apologist shoots in the smoke, leaving him in a 1v1 situation against Lisan.
Goaded hold from Polaris right now.
This is no, he's gonna pick up the
no. As I open my mouth, I'm instantly punished.
Oh no, you hate to see it. Stops the 2 clips, but isn't able to stop the 3rd from Lisan. And that, my friends, is the Wonderland strategy. Who cares if you're alive if the bomb is clipped? Oh, unfortunate.
I'm
Good
so
play
bummed.
from Apologist, but I don't think there's much else you could do in that situation.
I was just in the middle of explaining how good of a hold that was,
I know.
and then immediately clipped on.
You owe me something.
Pepsi. Let's say Pepsi for the iPad.
Sure. Well, if we're gonna go that way, A&W Root Beer, not sponsored. But get away from me, Bunkamaniacs.
Hey, wait a minute. Redacted 3? Redacted.
You're redacted. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Please don't ban me.
Well, I'm not gonna ban you. Slay Exodus is gonna get banned from this earth, as he is in a closet with Kraken Krieger. No subtle messages there. He knows where they are. Throws a nade. Tries to defend against sight here. Slay Exodus is going to hold down. Oh, but Lisan taking out Slay instead as Notch takes him out instead. Ducky, Biggie Cheese, and again Ducky finishing off this push, leaving Gay Magician 1v3, but make that a 0v3 as Ducky gets the headshot kill and ends any hope of Knave of Hearts winning this map. As now, folks, it is 1-1 with a Wonderland victory. Biggie Cheese leading the way 17-8. Ducky 13-10. Lisan 8. Lisan 8-8. Bor V15 13-10. Lubden 7-12. Meanwhile, Apologist 14-12. Slay 12-12. Notch 7-13. The Magician 8-11. And Kraken 7-11. And with that, folks, that is going to be a 1-1 map tie with Wonderland this time taking the way. That's right, Boots. Wonderland wins. What other thoughts do you have to say?
Yeah? I have to say I'm so
sorry.
surprised.
I'm asking my cat, not you, Poro. Anything else?
I'm crying. Hold on.
All right. Well, you can stop crying. You can talk now. What are your thoughts, Orikani, on the last match?
I have to say, after the first game and compared to this game, it felt like Knave really walked in and slung the hammer the first game. This second game, it seems like Wonderland really just sat down and said, we're not going to take this. And they really reared their teeth and really showed off what they can do. And of all things, especially Knave's map pick, like, oh, what is this?
Interestingly enough, Wonderland lost their map pick, and then Knave of Hearts lost theirs. And so this next map pick, folks, let's see if they already chose it. Yes, they already did, and in fact, everybody, they're already loading in. Can I get a drum roll, please? No? That's all right. The last map is going to be Stallbreaker.
Oh. I don't know if this is gonna sound at all any good.
It sounds, but it sounds like a drum. It's not a drum roll, more like a drum tumble and fall.
Yeah,
Tumble and
that
fall.
sounds like me. That tracks.
But
Tracks.
everybody, with that being said, we're gonna get right into the third map. Whoever wins this one wins the bronze championship of season 15. Let's get right into the action.
I think I froze on camera
You're good.
earlier.
Maybe, I don't know. But doesn't matter now. Oh, I say we're getting right into the action, folks, but I got a little too ahead of myself. Here they are.
What is this? This doesn't look like the action. I promise.
This is action. Look, I'm moving my mouse around. That's action. No snoring. Wake up.
Huh?
We're in, folks.
Oh.
Oh,
I heard you were trying to cross the border.
you fell asleep like me. I don't remember it. Hey, you. I don't remember Skyrim. It's been too long. All right, I've been playing too much Pavlov. I'm just kidding. When's the last time I touched this game? But, folks, we are going to see Native Heart start out on CT and Wonderland start out on T. So it looks like we don't have many switches in this time. I think. Yeah, no, I think everybody's the same here. So let me get my angles going here. I've deleted all my data, but that's okay. Starbreaker is a very good map to play, that's for sure. Path thieves. But as we can see, Wonderland is going to start off strong here with a solid with also with Notch and Slay Exodus. And they get it. Oh, but Ducky taking out 2 before getting taken out by Notch. Biggie Cheese also being taken out by Notch. That is going to put both Lisan and Lupton in a 2v3 situation here. With Lisan still trying to make noise over on B, but that's not going to fool everybody on Native Hearts, excuse me. As they start the rotate, but not before Lubden gets the bomb down and gets the headshot to defend. Or, oh, he's where's he going?
He's gone. He's gone, dude.
Okay, well, that's oh wow, he's playing really good. This must be the new meta. Doesn't matter as the magician takes out Lisan and leaving only Lubden to defend the bomb.
He went to go get milk from the store.
That's a. I see what he's doing. He's trying to defend himself from that angle there. But unfortunately, even though he's able to pick up Notch. Oh, he does pick up the magician. Oh. But unfortunately, Kraken just needs to press 2 more. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Lupton was able. What am I talking about? That was the best defensive position. He was able to throw off the magician, defusing the bomb enough to get a wrong number, which he was able to kill him just in time for Kraken to not finish the defuse. Oh no!
Lupton, teach me to going to the milk store strat because it's obviously good tier.
Oh no! Oh, and I really thought that he messed that up. I thought he went too far back, but no, he's been playing for too long, folks. He knows the ins and outs of this game. He knows what he's doing. I don't have any tag on. 4v15 trying to make some noise over on B is going to be taken out by Slay as the rest of Wonderland here try to make their way onto A. Parappa the Rapper style. We can see Ducky was able to get the kill on the Notch before getting taken out by Kraken.
3-4 situation here. Who's that riding in the corner over there? An electrical
box.
A
little Kraken Krieger.
That's a very strong rat spot. It's so weird how uncommonly that's checked.
Well, they tried to scare him out a little bit by shooting him there, but I truly don't think they actually saw him.
They don't know. There's no way. You can't see him unless you check him. You have to actually go up to him and check it.
Or one of their players turn on wall hacks. You don't know.
Oh, look at this. Exactly. Let's get a look on it as he goes around the corner. Oh.
He's hacking.
Oh. Do you think?
No.
That's the bomb too.
It is. So it looks like what Lubden tried to do here is maybe lure the CTs off of B. Or B, excuse me. But he's going for the long rotate
to the milk
here.
store.
Back to the milk store, leaving only Kraken alive on A. So I wonder if he did know he was there, and that's why he's choosing to rotate. But no. No.
Look at this bait!
He's baiting me.
The Ultra Milk Store strat is unbelievable. He doesn't know. Look,
He doesn't know
gotta
Kraken's
get
there.
crossed.
He thinks that he's off site. Oh, but
the Milk Store
unfortunately,
strat failed him.
oh, he's able to finish him off, and so he could go and defuse now if he has time. Oh,
Will the team will Lisan do the Milk Store strat?
Oh, I don't think. It's gonna be
Look,
a hard
he doesn't
spot
know, though.
for Kraken.
He doesn't know where he is.
No, he doesn't, and Lisan knows where the
He's
bomb
set up.
is.
He's set up. He's set up.
He's doing the
He
Milk
is
Store
there, he
strat that
knows.
Lubden did. Starts to defuse. Oh, yeah, there's. Oh, takes some
working.
shots, and yeah, no, Lisan's
It
not
worked.
able. So,
The
yeah,
Milk
okay,
Store
so
strat?
I understand now. All right, I didn't think that you could used to be able to see
I'm
that
a
bomb
believer
from
of the
there,
Milk
but-
Store now.
The Milk
He's the
Store.
father who
going
came
to get
back.
milk. Oh, that's your my new cast line. He's going to get milk. Oh gosh.
Coming back this time, though.
He's coming back with the milk, folks. There you have it.
Oh man, that is so scuffed of a commentary line. That's gonna get me banned for sure.
Oh,
That or the uwus.
Good personality, my friend.
Hopefully. Yeah, bannable.
Folks, we can see that Wonderland tries to do another thing as Lover is going to take out the Magician before being taken out by
4v4.
Kraken and Radio. Tying it up a bit. Ducky moving to the smoke. Ooh, getting tagged up a little bit.
Ooh, look at that. It's like freaking rain coming through.
Oh, it
Ooh,
rained.
he's hiding in the corner again.
You know, I refer more to as hail. A hailstorm of bullets.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true.
But as Ducky continues to hold that angle, we can see that Biggie Cheese and Lisan trying to rotate their way here towards A, or B, excuse me. Probably just to make some noise, though, because Lubden still has the bomb. Oh, and he's planting it at mid, folks. A new hidden bomb site. Right there. Imagine.
I mean, you don't know. That's the Milk Store.
Yeah. It's an interesting play to like press the buttons when you're not near a site, because it can force, like, not force, but like jump CTs out of cover if like they might be startled. But here we can see, though, it kind of gives you position away, and then we can see that Progress is able to
Good
come from
night.
the back. Yeah, so not always the best strategy to do that. And with that, he's going to run out of time, and David Parks pick up their first victory. Going over the scoreboard
He did
here,
try
we can
that
see
bait, though.
He did, but I think he just waited a little bit too long. Kraken does lead the way 5-2, followed by Apologist 2-2, Slay 2-3, Notch 2-3, and the Magician 0-1. Meanwhile, Biggie Cheese leads Wonderland 2-2, Ducky 3-3, Lisan 3-1, 4v15 1-3, and Lubden 2-3. Wonderland. Coming out for both teams.
Hot bomb coming on the site. He's training. He's really holding the.
Oh my gosh, Lubden somehow making his way through all of it to get the bomb down on the site. Can he get a kill? No, Kraken takes out Borg 15 and Lubden before getting taken out by Laser. Or Lyson, excuse me. But,
Laser.
oh no, there's going to be too many CTs on site, and Apologist flips the bomb. Ducky, even though he takes out Slay and Apologist, is not going to be able to win that round. Good play.
Good
by-
old clips. My favorite.
It's a good
Yummy. Can we take a look at the scoreboard?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where is Lubden on this board? Lubden is pulling out. This is a
2-4.
good example of a player where the numbers don't matter. Lubden's sitting at a 2-4, but he's pulling such incredible clutch plays out that, you know, they
Almost
just don't
clutch
tell the
plays.
full story.
Indeed.
Almost clutch plays. He went to the milk store. What do you want
We
about?
went to the milk store the first round. That round, though, Apologist pulled out. Oh, and Apologist pulled out another. See, there's your Apologist versus Wonderland debate, or Lubden debate. Apologist takes him out with the nade. Does he get a second one? No, he takes out Ducky instead of the rifle. Oh, before getting knifed by 4v15. Slay, unfortunately killing his own teammate Notch in the smoke, is going to give Wonderland a slight advantage here, as they do have the bomb planted, but they are down in numbers, 2v3. as we can see both the Magician and Slay making their way on the site here.
Look here, folks. I got it. I'm a big left fan.
Oh no, but 4v15 whiffs his shots, and Magician takes out Lisan as well. That is going to allow Knave of Hearts to pull out ahead. Blows. The match is going back and forth.
From the side, yeah. The match is a point for point, blow for blow, giving us enough time to make Mimi commentary. They're really duking it out, taking every second off the clock.
Absolutely. And folks, I do apologize, but our assets are a little bugged right now, so we can't show you the scores. But for those who are just turning in, Knave of Hearts won the first map 10-5, but then Wonderland shot right back out, and I believe they won 10-3. And so this map is going to be the last map and the decider who takes home the Bronze Championship in Season 15. So with that, and with everything on the line, clearly showing, putting in their all. You can see that Wonderland's going to start the B push here. Apologist taking out one Ducky. Taken out by Ducky. But Slay Exodus mops up Ducky and Vicky. Oh, take that! He gets a 4K! You love to see it! He gets a 4K and shuts down the Wonderland play. 4-2. Excellent, excellent hold by Slay.
Bruh.
That was a good play, wasn't it, Kitty Cat? Yes, it was. Bruh. Here we can see. This is going to put Wonderland in a dodgy situation here, as they don't have a lot of rifles and armor, and they don't have a lot of money either. Without a lost phone this round.
Yeah, it really hurts you in the second half. The stakes are at their highest.
Indeed. Looks like they're going to be playing a little bit slower, though. Nobody's getting picked right off the rip.
Look at this aggression here on the upper. If they drop or get too close to the edge, they really have an answer for anything.
Indeed. Ducky's starting to make his way out. Is he going to be seen by Slay? He is. Slay picks up Ducky before getting taken out by Lubden.
But Pop is really just holding it up. Paul or whatever.
Apologist.
Paul is really pushed up.
Paul. Paul. Paul from Mall Cop. Paul Blart. Mall Cop. Jesus, I did not say that. Excuse me. I'm trying not to stumble up with words here. But Kraken takes my words away as Bor V15 gets taken out by him, and Paul just finally finds Lubden over on B, excuse me, while the Magician picks up a nice 50 cal kill on the Lisan. Yep. And then Cheese is going to get hunted down by Apologist, and that's going to give Knave of Hearts their 5th round over Wonderland here. Going over the scoreboard quickly again. Oro, you could do the honors.
No, I'm just kidding. For Wonderland, we have Biggie Cheese with a 3-6, Ducky with a 4-6, Lisan with a 4-4, Borderdo with a 2-7, Lub with a fancy old smashy 3-6, all sitting at a 7-4, Slice at an 8-4, Kraken with a 9-3, The Gay is sitting with a 3-1, and Notches with a 2-5.
Yes, sir. And with that, we're approaching the last couple of minutes here. It does look like someone's going to make some noise over there. He gets light up that lead, though, and gets taken out by Slay. Is going to cause a rotate. Is he going to drop? No. Notch does not drop, which, in case you don't know, folks, if you drop in here, you are kind of stuck defending this site because there's no way back up. He should have, though, as Slay does take out Biggie Cheese before getting taken out by Ducky, as the rest of Wonderland rotates back to be here. Can Notch find him? No! Ducky takes out Notch on the rotate, as Lisan does find Kraken. Oh, but Magician finding Ducky does turn this back into a 2v2. With that being said, Bor V15 with the bomb is going to get the plant. Can he take out? Oh, no, he can't! The Magician takes him out instead! Just with one more to go! Flashes with double clicks!
Oh, one clip!
Oh, he brought out
He's at the milk store!
Oh, the name! No! The name!
Oh,
You hate to see it if you're Wonderland, as the Magician pulls out a magic trick, and with a 3-2-1 he made Lisan disappear, and is going to give them their 6-2 victory here. He's defusing the bomb with 2 clips in his hand. Oh, what a showman! What a showman! I do the same thing, but with the 1911. But maybe I
Hey,
need
they
to
are a
start doing
magician.
it.
That's the whole point, right?
It's such a it's such like a
Mhm.
like condescending thing. I feel like to defuse the bomb with something in your hand. Like I don't need to focus. I always do it with the 1911. It's like here we go.
I think it's also a strategy because people, it's like, for some reason, I'm noticing
yeah,
the
like on
index,
index,
occasionally
yeah.
the finger can bug out, so it's actually a pretty vital thing to sometimes just do that.
Such a shame too. The index is a really fun system. It's crazy to think that it's almost 6-7 years old now.
Hey, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Drop
People say it's
down.
outdated.
Oh,
you know
and
what?
the
Who cares about the
execution.
index and the headsets these
The
players are
double
playing on?
execution.
Yes, 4v15 wipes
Dominating.
through B. Doesn't matter though, as the bomb's actually going towards B as Kraken and Ducky trade out. But yeah, I mean, with them, 4v15 clearing out B, they're gonna go ahead and pull a rotate for this last round. Doesn't matter, as before the bomb even gets down, 4v15 just slays along with Lisan and gets them to 6-3 victory here. So putting them in a slightly better situation, but still, might be tough for Wonderland to come back.
Don't forget, this is a very, 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 very CT-sided map, and in my opinion, probably the CT-sided map in the league. So I have a feeling so far, as long as you can just not lose too much momentum in the first half, you have a good position for the second half.
You're right. Let's see if they have enough.
I'd say 3 is enough, but let's see if they can get 1 more.
Indeed. As we are
On their
going to
first
see
pistol round.
Knave of Hearts go for slow B play here.
Yeah, and to clarify, this round clarifies the momentum for the rest of the game. If they can get this first pistol round, they can secure this. They can really set themselves up for the game.
Indeed. And I don't think he's tagged by that.
Crazy nade comes out.
Oh, Lisan finding the magician. Oh, it's getting swarmed. But he takes out Polygist before getting taken out by Kraken. Good hold. As 4v15 is able to drop down, take out Slay before getting taken out by Kraken on site here. Notch with the bomb. Not planning it yet, as he still has Biggie Cheese to contend with.
Playing slow. Careful. He is not one tap, holding the bomb.
Does get the bomb down. Nobody died yet. Ducky fighting Kraken. Oh, but Notch getting taken out by Ducky as well. Is going to get Wonderland there. 4th round victory, bringing them back ever closer. Oh, loved it. Oh, they're all.
They're
all
arguing
decided.
mid-game.
Uh-oh. Folks, this could go badly. They only have 25 seconds to settle this dispute. I think somebody's going to die here. I'm not going to lie. All right.
Well,
nope. They
ultimately,
decided that
this
Biggie
is the
Cheese.
round they
They
needed.
decided that Biggie Cheese deserved it because he's slower on the scoreboard, so he needs the points.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Lupton
like
was
that.
Lupton was extremely kind. No, I can't, folks. But that being said, speaking of the scoreboard, going over it, Slay leads the way 10-7, Kraken 12-6, Polygist 7-6, the Magician 6-3, and Notch 2-6 or 2-8, excuse me. Meanwhile, Wonderland Ducky leads 9-8, Lisan 8-6, 4v15 6-9, nice, and Biggie Cheese 3-7, Lupton 3-8.
Yeah, I hear inflating numbers. Can't do that.
What?
36.
6?
30's 38. You're trying to inflate numbers.
I said 3-8.
I know. I'm messing with you.
I'm scared. Don't do that.
Look, they're gonna ban me. I might as well make it worse.
I'm calling HR. Lisan Schlander taking out the Magician. Over on B here is going to maybe cause a rotate from the rest of the Wonderland players here, as it might be the right call. It's the rest of Knave of Hearts. Yeah, kind of slowly trying to take. But Lisan fighting Polygist. Make this Notch with the bomb is going to try to rotate through the trenches.
They're truly digging through the mud now.
You could say that.
I sure did. Doesn't have to make sense, but it
So
sure
you did. But it does look like that Ducky at least caught on to this possible rotate and is going to be there to maybe
Ducky's
stop
gonna
it.
catch him right in their face.
Or is he? As Notch goes into the little cubby here, possibly hearing Ducky. Oh, but with only 20 seconds left on the clock, they got to make a move. Ducky pushing up a bit.
back out.
Oh, along with 4v15. Gives him freeze. Oh, 4v15 getting taken out by Not before Ducky finishes the job. But Kraken finding
10
Ducky
seconds.
with only 7 seconds left. All he could do is get some guns, which is exactly what he's doing,
Good
and try to
call.
survive. Unfortunate,
Great
but
call.
they're still in the lead, and now they're not going to be up a creek. Man, Dr. Seuss.
You're the mud. That's my rhyming. There you go.
Ugh.
I'm trying to
with
rhyme.
that,
I
everybody,
can't do it.
Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to buy a park side here, so not looking great as Wonderland slowly starts to make their way back here. Exactly what they wanted. As it does look like they're going to lean towards A this round. They are going to elect to send Slay up through connector here. Actually, he's not going to make noise. He's going to wait for the rotate. Oh, no, before V15 sprint peeked it, expecting Slay, and was able to catch him off guard. Now, is he going to drop and pick up more? No. He elects not to.
Good discipline. I have to say, it's always enticing to want to drop down and get a drop on an enemy, but, you know, it's sometimes a smarter play to wait till they're already past.
Would have been smart, as we can see the Magician is looking right at drop, just waiting for somebody to come into his sights. Trapped with a fighter. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, Big T does pick up Apologist. Kraken finding Ducky. It's only 1 shot left, though. Not looking great. Is able to pick up a gun. 4v15 is able to pick up both Notch and the Magician, leaving him in a 1v4 situation here. Not looking great as V15 is on the hunt and finds his prey. As Kraken gets taken down by V15 and Wonderland ties up the score 6-6.
Yeah, look at this. See what I mean? We've already got a comeback.
We do, folks.
Already.
We can see that Wonderland is staying in this game. They want that bronze championship just as bad as Naval Hearts. Who do you think is going to win, chat? Put your responses in now.
Apparently, we have 6,000 people
6,000?
subscribed, and only 10,000 people, or I'm sorry, 10 people watching.
Only 10. That's 10 whole people that dedicated their
Yeah,
time to
that's
watching
right.
this
I love
segment,
it.
Chat.
I was seeing if I could throw you off by that with the 6,000.
6. Execute.
Don't forget, guys,
order,
subscribe to keep in
6,006.
touch with all the content we're coming out with from the VRML network.
Yes.
Every one of you, we
chat.
appreciate, and we're thankful for your time.
Yeah, truly. And you can see Kraken drops down, finds Ducky in a drop as they execute the site here. Jody coming out from
Master the milk store strat.
Oh, we can see that Big Steve does find the Magician through the smoke. The bomb is still going to go down on the pillar. Can we see Naval Hearts defend?
Look at this
Biggie Cheese going through the smoke. Oh, trades with Apologist. Oh, we can see Notch in Radio Room trying to defend against Lubden. Oh, finds Lubden. 2v3 now for one. 2v2 as Notch PHX does get taken down, but the time is ticking. 4v15 finds Slay, but not before Kraken. Both hit 4v15, securing Naval Hearts their 7th round win and putting them back into the lead against Wonderland, shutting down the streak. And
if
yes,
I'm not mistaken, they're now sitting on top of loss bonus and now the win streak. So if they can keep this, they can keep rolling forward with a strong momentum at the end of the game. If
Indeed.
Wonderland doesn't answer back.
You're right. As Wonderland, if they lose this round, they're already not doing very good on economy here and buying rifles without armor here. If they lose this round, they're probably going to have to save next round, which is going to put Knave of Hearts in a 9-6 advantageous position, which is not ideal to say the least. That being said, you can see they're playing slow.
Oh,
There we go.
here comes the smokes. They love that pillar. I've never seen this pillar used at any point more than this. I've always thought it garbage.
Yeah, I said just make his way on the site. We have lots of defenders here. One of Radio, one of Ninja. Oh, and Poor V15 finds Slay before the Magician finds him. But not before Piggy Cheese takes him out of retaliation. You can see, though, that Notch is going to find Piggy Cheese. Not before getting taken out by Ducky. The blows are trading left and right. I don't know who's going to win this round. With only 30 seconds left, though, Kraken and Paul just need to make a play. But instead, Paul just waits for Poor V15, doesn't find him. And Poor V15 takes him and Kraken Cougar out, shutting down the play and doing exactly what Wonderland wanted, winning them the round and putting their economy back into proper place.
Wonderland really holding on and not letting it slip and locking back in.
This is tough. End of replay, 7-7. It's anybody's game. And the match is not live anymore, folks. That means we don't know who's going to win this round. I truly, or win this map, excuse me. We're not going to have any more end of replays. Folks, this is truly anybody's game, and Pav TV is not going to ruin it for us. Who do you think is going to win? I think... I don't know.
I'm with Wonderland. I'm a full Wonderland diehard.
We can't have two Wonderland supporters on the same cast, so I have to go with Knave of Hearts. That being said, I believe
you couldn't even remember their name, huh?
Because I'm focused on
yeah, okay. Good.
You got some haters on the cast, chat. But
listen, okay. I'm not allowed to comment or deny, but I might be a bit of a hater, yeah.
I apologize and finding Kraken, tying up this game again and putting us back into where we left off.
I kind of broke that oath immediately after saying it. You know, I'm not gonna comment, but I'm definitely a hater, you know.
As long as you realize.
Self-awareness is very low.
Folks, 7-7. Can Knave of Hearts do it?
I think they can. Honestly, they have very strong players, and as much as they joke and jest, I really just
like Wonderland is doing a really good job of rotates and holding angles, though. But I mean, Knave of Hearts, he just things that and Ducky finding Kraken right off the rip over on A. But meanwhile, the bomb with Notch is still. Oh yeah, no, it is going along A.
What is that scuffed hold in the middle of mid, just standing there looking out like he's like dreaming of a better future? He's standing there.
I don't know.
Did you see that? He just like stared out into the open.
It's like, what is life? What is
the gun wasn't even up.
Do I need to kill him? Can't we be friends? No, you can't be friends here. It's not.
He's letting the survivors go at the end of The Walking Dead. Yeah. Look at this.
What is he holding? Is that a spoon?
He's hungry, dude. He's gonna cook.
Looks like a kitchen knife. That's a spoon. Skins.
He's gonna cook,
Ducky
dude.
does find Slay. Unfortunately, I mean, it does look like Knave of Hearts decided to save this round, which could be smart as their economy. It's not bad, but it could be a little bit better. So, unfortunately, though, as they're saving, all of this gets taken out by Ducky, leaving only Notch to try and save the day. And at 1v5, Wonderland still has players on both sides. Does not find anybody as 4v15 connects the shots to Notch and ends the round. What were we saying?
And so everybody has their favorite spot, but when you're really getting down and dirty on this map and you have to like rat for saving, where do you go? Where's your rat spot?
It's been a while, but actually it's usually right here.
What's your best one?
This one, or like it's usually my go-to because it's one of those like where where am I? Where am I? Okay, I found myself. Yeah, it's usually one of those, like, you'll be able to hear them, and if not, usually it's something to hear. But regardless, where I run, let's find Magician, find Apologist. Parts in a pretty bad spot here. This Kraken is able to get up London. Oh, and Biggie Cheese takes out Slay. But unfortunately, that leaves Kraken in a 1v9. That's 0v3, actually, as Kraken, taken out by Lisan, is going to put them on game set match point with Wonderland needing only one more round to win. Can they do it? Folks, This is match point. If Knave of Hearts loses this round, they lose the Bronze Championship title. But if Wonderland wins, they take home all the glory.
Is this best of 5?
No.
All.
Is it? Is it best of 5? We'll check.
find
We'll
out.
check.
We'll find out. If they keep
Either
playing, we'll
way-
keep watching.
Exactly. It's a lot cooler if they're not, because then all that dramatic stuff might just like, go away. Oh, but the trigger discipline! Oh, it gets Kraken and gives him the information that 3 players are going to be at A.
Dirty.
Unfortunately,
This
didn't
is
pick up
B.
anybody else, but still, this is A.
Yes, they do, yeah.
They're B at A. I definitely didn't screw up the site. You can see that with the pre-fire, police on finding May and Notch. Finding Slade. Oh no! Leaving only Paulus alive at a 1v4 match point! It wasn't enough as he takes out all the players, but not before the bomb goes dead. And there you have it, folks. Wonderland takes home map 3, possibly the last map in the match. But we'll check with that, folks. But in the meantime, Boar V15, 19-13, leading the way for Wonderland strongly is Lisan, 15-8, Ducky, 15-12, Biggie, 9-9, Lubden, 3-10. Meanwhile, over on Knave of Hearts, Kraken led the way with 19-11, one of my favorite pistols. Apologist, 10-12, Slay, 10-14, again, my birthday. Magician, 7-10, and Notch, 5-15. And, folks, that is map 3, Wonderland. Oh, wait, I think I did the wrong... Yep, nope, there we go. All right, folks. Oh, man, that was a match, though. That was just blow by blow, trade by trade. Oh, Knave of Hearts also thought it was a best of 3, but you are right, Oro. It is a best of 5. Unfortunately, Knave of Hearts left. They're trying to come back.
They just quit. They're like, all right, we're going. Bye. See
They
ya."
already thought they lost. But
Peace.
folks, no. They're going to take a 10-minute break instead to reorganize and recover. If they win this next map, folks, we got another map afterwards. So the battle is still going strong. But then again, if they lose this one, it's all over. So stay tuned and we will see how this Bronze Championship finishes out.
Here we go.
Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point. Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point. Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point. Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. Can somebody
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point. Prepare to
Only
start.
Baron left alive. Where is Baron? In the spawn. And somebody's
Go.
Spud in the bottom going absolutely crazy, getting the 2K.
Match point.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize about the delay, but without any further ado, the teams have finally loaded into the fourth map. As this is a best of 5 situation, now it is game set match for Knave of Hearts. If they lose this next one, they are out of the championship. However, if Wonderland wins, they will be the bronze champions of season 15. Without any further ado, guys, it is going to be Dust 2. So let's hop right back into it. It's round 4, actually.
Yeah. I gotta say, Dust 2 is
round
one of the
4,
best maps
not
in
round
the game.
3, but we don't have that yet, so it's all good. And yes,
Round
Dust
3,
2,
round 4, round 5. Round
it's a
6.
classic. I think both teams are going to know the ins and outs of Dust 2, as it's been in the league for quite a while here.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it's just a good looking map, man. A classic of gaming. Everybody knows about Dust 2, and I feel like a lot of competitive teams of this nature has Dust 2 as one of them. It's just a well done.
it is indeed. And going over the last season, you can see that they are going to be the same going into this last map here. And it does look like Wonderland is going to start out on CT side this time around, so let's get that fixed. And there we go. With that, folks, is Knave of Hearts going to win this map and keep themselves in the game for the last one? Or is Wonderland going to drive home the victory and seal the deal? Let us know in the chat now. Do you have any responses from any of the people that guessed last map?
People.
More and more folks on watching Nissan take out Crack. Beautiful days at Akon as Paul just takes out and tries to keep the push going. His Slay is going to take out Lupton over on Cat. Oh, but Ducky holds off the push, taking out Polygist and Game Magician. Can he pick up the third? Yes, he can. Picking up Notch PHX, leaving Slay Exodus in a 1v3 situation. Does get a nice headshot on the 4v15. In the open, though. Can he take out Ducky? No, Ducky picks himself a 4K. Oh, taking out Slay Exodus and putting Wonderland at 1-0 advantage here. I can say that it did. Knave of Hearts was as confused as I was. They did not know that they were going to be playing a fourth map here. Wonderland did So are we going to see Wonderland a little bit more locked in the Native Hearts? Any thoughts?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think that's silly to think about. You know, these players are going to be, they're already warmed up, and they're all going to be fatigued after the nap.
True, especially
I don't know.
with how
Let's
many
see
roster
if Wonderland.
swaps.
Right. This is going to stay the rest of the night for us.
Indeed. You can see, though. Oh, Ducky picking up Slay over in mid here.
There's group here. Look at this. Look at the tight formation. Like name.
I was gonna say tight formation, but not very good. Comes to a nade, but maybe not. As Notch picks up. Oh, but Biggie Cheese picks up 2. Notch is able to trade out though. 2v2.
Notch picks up 2, and Biggie picks out 2.
Indeed, 2v3 situation now for both Polygist and the Magician. Can the Magician work his magic?
Can Gay do it? Are you trying to figure it out?
Yes. Oh, it's Monster, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen them in a pub, so it might just be like, you know, who they are. But, you know, I've only seen them once or so.
Chat, let me know your guesses on who the Gay Magician is. What a weird stream shout, but you know what? It's imperative. What else is imperative is he trades out with Lubden on the B with only 15 seconds left. That is going to leave an Apologist enough time to get the bomb down. Can he defend himself in a 1v2 situation against Lubden, or excuse me, against Lishan and Ducky? Both players coming up from CT here. As Lishan comes up their window. Ducky looking for a kill. Uh-oh, not going to find it. Paul just takes out Ducky, but is not able to take out Lishan. And that is going to continue by the skin of his hair.
And to add on to it, you know, I think you know, these are players that you know they may have been picked up from a pub or from a matchmaking game. So there's a lot of cases where we just don't know. You know, I haven't been in VC in a long time, so
Fair enough. Fair enough.
you know.
Oh, or it's Drew.
Ducky changed
Oh, it's
the icon,
Drew.
though. Look at that.
Oh, God. I for some reason, I was thinking of Wonderland players. It's Drew. That makes his play style. I think so. With that being said, though.
Oh, they're gonna get caught out. Let's see who finds who.
Slay.
What's the board doing? What is board doing? Standing there.
He's waiting for intel, but that intel might not come, though, as we do see make his
He
way.
wants to pick him out.
Oh, is he going to check the corner, though? Oh, he is. Oh, he does. He finds Boar V15 as Slay finds Lubden on the other site. And I can't tell where Bomb is. Bomb is going to go to B.
15 is Boris.
No,
It's Bordeaux.
it's Bordeaux.
Yeah, it's Bordeaux.
Yeah, it's Bordeaux. It's not Boris.
15 is such a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? He's been called that for the last, like, 3 years now or something. So it's like, all right. If you want to impersonate another player, be my guest. That being said, Slay finds Lishan, or trades out with Lishan, but that's not going to matter. As Kraken picking up Biggie is going to give Native Hearts their first victory. Just to...
Are we seeing another stack for Wonderland bringing in the first 2 rounds already?
We might be. Going on the scoreboard here, we can see that Lishan does lead 5-2. Ducky 5-2. Biggie 2-2. Lubden 1-3. Slay 5-3. Apologist 2-2. Magician 2-2. Kraken. Slay
This round we're
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, we're rolling into a bit of a save round here as Wonderland forced to pull out the Deagles.
Indeed. Ducky is able to find Slay. And Notch in mid. Making it a 3v3 for the time being. Magician not quite finding Ducky yet. But Paul just is able to pick up 4v15, and there the Magician is able to find Ducky, leaving Biggie Cheese in a 1v3. Eagle, he gets lit up. Both players know where he is.
They're 3v1 right now.
Oh, it's the head key. Paul just is able to take out Biggie and secure the tie, making it 2v2 going into the next round. 4v15. Mike
fell asleep, bro. He's stuck. He can't pull up.
You can't pull.
He's doing pull-ups. He was stuck doing a workout mid-match to try to get some skill.
Hey.
Or pull in some lock in.
He's gonna be locked into these nade throws, which are not going to find anybody in the Wonderland this time, but still. Please play some cards.
If you hit G right as someone throws a nade, you have a high chance of finding a nade. Yes! Oh. Yeah, look at that.
4v15, favorite pick up Magician. Oh, Wonderland. Finding, or Loveton finding Notch. Naval parts kind of stacked up on mid here. Probably trying to find a cap play, but we do have what is probably Kraken defending mid. No, it's going to be Loveton. Oh, yeah, because Kraken's on the other team. Folks, I'm getting tired. I'm not playing the game. I'm just casting it.
Currently, Wonderland is holding a firm 5-2 here as Loveton finds Slay there.
Oh, Ducky finds Paul just as he runs away in B. Can Kraken get a kill? Yes, 15, but now they know where he is, and Loveton finishes him off.
Another round for Wonderland here.
Indeed. Blows are going back and forth here, and I think, unfortunately, yes, they're not in the best position here, as Kraken is able to buy him an AK, but they're not going to have any armor against these CTs, except for the Magician and Slay. But besides that...
Thankfully, it doesn't look like the economy's too bad, you know. I mean, if you take a look, you know, everyone's kind of going sub 1,000, but I still see rifles across the board. Not suffering too bad just yet.
Just yet. If they lose this one, they're probably going to be bad. You see, they are trying to go with the 4v15. Finding the
this time comes in and they take him up.
Yes, much better than last round as Kraken's able to get 2, finds 3.
And another.
And I think they might be going to B off that play. No, they're going to choose to go up towards Cat and break up with the other play.
Bomb's down on Cat.
Bomb.
They were grabbing it to rotate.
Yep, they are. So Kraken grabbed it, rotating towards B, which is a smart play, as both Lyson and Biggie Cheese are still held up on A by Slay.
Wow, great use of your. It was, anyway, a great use of your manpower there and being aware of the situation. You know, keeping someone as alert, keeping their attention pulled off. Even if the one guy's rotating, you know, you're still dealing with a 2-1 on B side, even though he's going to come in for the long rotate.
Indeed, Biggie Cheese is able to find up Slay on sight. Now knows where Kraken is. Doesn't matter as Kraken gets a nice headshot on the Biggie Cheese, tying it up again. 3-3, folks.
They are not going down quietly, that's for sure.
No, they are still in it.
So, when do you think it's appropriate to buy clips as a CT? You know, what financial goal do you think? Because a lot of people want to keep above 2. Do you think it's a sin to buy clips at 2?
No, I don't. If I have full armor and rifle and I spend $2,000, I'll usually buy clips. There's too many times where I didn't have clips that I would have wanted. This makes me sad. And I live in buy a diffuser.
That's mad facts. That's true. As Polaris drops in the pit here, looks like it's unspotted with that genius level smoke.
Indeed, he might actually be trying to lure some more CT players here towards A.
If he can get one pick onto A, it'll be worth it.
But unfortunately for him, Wonderland is pretty smart here and not rotating off of just one player. I can see that the rest of the part tries to make their way on the B side here. They are going to succeed for the most part here. With only Loveton here trying to stop the play with an off. Or N16, excuse me.
Great read.
Yes, but unfortunately gets taken out by the Magician here. Putting Biggie Cheese, Ducky, and Cheese on a 3v3 now. He does find Slay.
Ooh.
Ducky finding the Magician, but not before getting taken out by Notch. Oh, and Paul just takes out Lisa. It's a 1v1. He messed up 2 numbers. That's going to give Paul just enough time to come back and give Naval Hearts their victory and advantage 3-4 as Paul just clutches up.
I gotta give it to Nave here. You know, they really read the room in the last round. You know, they felt and walked right on the B. So I think they made their call based off of that assumption. You know, they found good success, and they're trying to replicate that with a pretty great lurk onto A to keep their attention and pulled off just long enough to really push on and.
Indeed. Oh, but here we can see pretty aggressive mid-play coming up. Oh, Slayed before the grenade takes him out, but nice read as well. He's able to see that a lot of their players are still leaning towards mid, and so that is going to cause Lisan there to watch the mid push. Smokes come out. It's hard to tell exactly what they're doing, but I believe they're setting up here for a catwalk play. Yeah, the bomb goes along with Kraken. Slowly creep up with, oh, not anymore, as Biggie Cheese drops down, giving them access to sight here. Magician
Looks
and
like they might have made a bad call for B again after a double round B. It might be they've bought into it.
Quite possible. But Biggie Cheese does find Notch, and that does put Kraken in a 1v3 without the bomb now.
Down to the wire, yeah. Look at that quick turntable.
Oh, no, and Kraken gets taken out by Biggie Cheese, and again, the game is tied up 4-4 as we go into the last round, folks. Oh, man, this is not a sided map at all, this half.
This is one of the most important rounds of the game because you've spent the entire game managing your economy, and it really comes down to this. You know, the results are right in your hands. If you have enough money, you can buy rifles, utility, and more. We see one player coming out with a 50, but if you walk away and you still have something in your pocket and your teammate is running like a, you know, for example, Lubden's running with a pump, you know, there's a missed opportunity. You know, Boar is sitting with 2-4. That's enough to buy at least a cheap rifle, I believe, right?
Maybe,
Yeah. I see Lubden has an M4, but you know, that's a very scary look if it's anyone on the team for future reference. Right.
Sorry, I'm just like looking at Magician. But I'm
He's so focused on that. It's interesting.
It is.
I've never had the pleasure. I've never had the pleasure to truly, honestly, you know, I've been out of the link a lot with VCs and stuff. So
see, I was
a lot of players that are coming into the
league years ago, and I've helped him create some of his alt accounts before. One of them, yeah, and he picks up Ducky. Oh, Kraken picking up Lubden. Oh, Kraken's trying to defend sight, but not before the rest of Native of Hearts pulls out.
Back of the head.
Indeed, and now they have B site here, leaving only Biggie Cheese and Borg. Oh, end of replay. No, what was that Flash gonna do? Where are we at here? 14:25.
The Flash skips it out.
That's what happens.
That Flash decided to have a flash party.
Has a flash party. Oh, I don't know where my drumsticks went. Alright, let's see here. Alright, and it does look like, unfortunately, Knave of Hearts was able to pull it out and go into the second half with the round advantage, 4-5. Going over the scoreboard here, we can see that Wonderland Ducky led the way, 11-7, followed Biggie Cheese, 8-6, Lisan 5-6, Lubden 5-8, and Borv 15, 3-8. Meanwhile, Apologist led on Knave of Hearts, 5, Magician 5-6, Kraken 7-6, Slay 6-8, Almost So Nice, and Notch 4-7. With that, folks, we are going to see the side swap here.
I just love that name, Gay Magician. You can follow the bomb. Have you? Let's teach another tip. If you do B and then I think T or Y, yeah, it'll do a third-person view of your player.
But unfortunately, Lubden is sitting in the very back of the bomb, away from the action. He picks up Slay. Meanwhile, Apologist does get taken out over on mid. But Lubden, again, still just kind of sitting on car back here.
Okay. It looks like everyone's really playing for picks here. It seems taking their time. It's a really tense round. They don't want to lose.
Indeed, but looks like Wonderland did take B here, but with Borby 15 still in mid, I mean, he's going to have a Notch still in mid here. He's going to have a tough time getting to either site, as the bomb finally does go down to A.
It's a 3-1 situation here, and Notch's got to make something happen here.
Keep up that advantage.
Just a bomb plant could really take this from, you know, I believe there's an economy.
There is, but he's not going to be seeing any of that. It's 4v15 headshots.
We just dropped a player. 4v5.
Oh no, we sure did. There goes Lubden.
This could be a huge comeback for a push for. If I can remember their bloody name, Knave
of Hearts now has the man advantage here, and it's a mental thing too. When you drop a player, you know you have the disadvantage, and that might sneak into your head. Meanwhile, vice versa for the opposite team, they know they have the advantage. Let's see, are they going to press it? Lubden is able to load back in, but Magician training out with 4v15, and Biggie Cheese picking up the slack. That is going to, yes, indeed. Now it's even again. Can we see Wonderland still make it?
Not taking it at all easy. They're really showing they're not afraid, and they will make the equality happen one way or the other.
Biggie Cheese taking out the as Ducky finishes off Slay.
Do they need a fifth? They don't. They don't need a fifth.
No,
the milkman returns.
Oh,
he went for milk. The strat comes back.
And with that,
he went to the milk store and came back with a jar of kick butt.
What? Oh gosh, we are tired, folks. With that being said, these players are clearly not, as even though Lubden is back in the action now, they didn't. I mean, they were still able to pull out a round. So let's see if they can keep it up with a 5v5 now. After losing a 5v4 to 4v5 like that too. Oh no! In the cross map, Nissan on the notch and mid is going to give them the man disadvantage right off the rip here. Lubden makes his way into mid as the rest of his team makes his way to B. Kraken. Can't tell. Oh, gets taken out by Biggie Cheese. Slay does take out Lisa Schneider with, I believe, another cross map. Two cross maps to
thrown left and right.
Calling with Game Magician and Slay taking out 4v15. Not anymore. It's a 1v3 for Biggie Cheese on car. 1v2. 1v1. It gets Wonderland the 7-5 victory. You'll hate to see it if you're unnamed Hearts.
Gunfight for like just complete lead flying, just non-stop for like a good 5 seconds before they landed.
Indeed. Oh, amazing play though.
Proper shootout.
Cheese. I came here for a proper shootout, right? Peaky Blinders. But with that, Wonderland now is a round advantage at the momentum too. We're going to towards 8. Not defending from sight. He's out. Does not get a kill as Ducky takes him out with the nade, and that is going to almost give the sight, but no. Game Magician from Catwalk kills 4v15. Holding sight just a little bit longer for his teammates to rotate. But Lisa taking out Kraken. Is going to have a disadvantage again here as Biggie Cheese looks to get bomb on the site. But no! Game Magician is going to take him out, denying the bomb plant, and putting the Ducky and Lisa in a 2v2. Make that a 2v1 though, as Magician does go down. The flash goes out, and Ducky, instead of the bomb plant, is looking for the kill. Oh, no! Lisa through the boxes is able to get the headshot on the Slay. And again, further their victory, 8-5. Going over the scoreboard quick here, we can see that Biggie Cheese now leads away 17-8. Ducky 14-8. Lisan 9-8. Lubden, we don't know his true score because he DC'd unfortunately. And Boar V15 6-11. Meanwhile, Darude 14-10. Apologist 12-9. Slay 8-12. Kraken 7-10. 4-11. Can Knave of Hearts come back? They are running out of time and running out of rounds.
Yeah, I gotta say too, we're probably looking at Knave. Either way, which way, they're probably going to have enough economy to push on around. Even if you do.
That is true. Even with the economy, it's going to be tough mentally. But that being said, that nade does find Kraken. And Board 15 is able to take him out. 2v3. He runs around Magician, finds him, not before getting taken out by Notch, but that's going to put Lisa in a 1v2 situation here. Can he make it work? The other players know where he is. He's kind of trapped here.
Saw some skin.
Oh, gets a headshot, not before getting his helmet taken off with only 5 HP left. Can't he make the play against Apologist? Going loud. Apologist should know where he is. Oh. Who's going to find who first? 30 seconds left on the clock. Lisan playing so slow. No! Apologist is able to put David Hartz back into the game, finding the headshot on the Lisan and ending the replay. You'll love to see it. What are we at? 2150. 2150. Oh.
I love your cast in the background. So cute.
Oh, thank you.
They're like, meow.
That's Mama Cat. The other yapper is the baby cat.
The yapper.
The yapper. Oh, yeah. She went ahead and just went onto the little cat bed, didn't you, baby girl? You want to say something else for the cast? No, she's usually pretty quiet. She only meows like whenever I scream like that because she thinks something's wrong. I like to sing and everything too, and like she'll like be like, "What's wrong?"
Oh, that's cute.
I love her. All right. You know what else I love? Seeing that awesome clutch again by Apologist, putting David Hartz back into the swing of things here. Here we can see Wonderland still have some money, and they're able to buy each other out here. So they're still in a pretty good position. Got 2 rounds left. Can they finish it out? Nade does go out. That's okay. They are going towards A. 4v15, trying to get a really far spot out from the get-go.
The whole spot coming track.
Oh, the guy on site. Oh, and trades out with nothing.
Mines too.
Oh, but Slay and Magic getting kills through the smoke. Oh, shutting down the play, leaving only Ducky alive. Not anymore, as Kraken is able to trade out and inch ever closer to tying up the game, 7-8.
I'm pulling down the dance move. I love the fact that in VR you can really see someone's like state of mind. You can see the people, the way the demeanor is in some people. Some people like to dance or do little jigs. Yeah, exactly. Some people lose their minds and fall to the floor and skip out. You know, there's something that you can only really do.
Yeah, exactly. The ability to is so fun. And it's one of the reasons why we love this game. That being said, 4-15 getting flashed out in the rip, possibly getting nailed here. Oh, Biggie getting taken out. Oh, but loved it and Ducky finding the headshots on the site here. Is going to shut down the initial nade play and give Wonderland sight. Leaving only Slay Exodus in a 1v3 situation. Bomb goes down. Slay Exodus with the ace is going to tie it up for Dave of Hearts.
What did I just say?
You just saw Slay Exodus clutch up and tie the game, putting Dave of Hearts back into it. Amazing play from Slay Exodus.
Bro, he's cooking.
Indeed. Oh, PogChamp.
Oh my god, I'm quitting.
Oh,
Just ban me.
Poggers, chat. Poggers. You can only see this in the last map of the championship, where if they lose, they're out, but if they win, they're still in. Are they going to keep it up? Slay not fighting him this time. 4-15 taking out Flash. This time, Nate Hart still able to control Catwalk. Are they going to be able to shut down this 4v3 situation here? As Biggie Cheese goes to plant the bomb. But Slay finding Ducky through the boxes. But this time, Biggie Cheese fires back with a 2K of his own, putting Kraken in a 1v2. Make that a 1-2v0 as unfortunately for Knave of Hearts, Lisan finds the kill, and now we're just one round away. Wonderland needs one round to win it all.
Oh no! Look at Knave. They're on a save right here. I just saw Notch by 2 knives, and they don't have a right. We see Deagle's coming out.
No,
this is not good.
This is not good at all, folks. But all they need is 1 or 2 kills, and then they're back into things. You can see this time Wonderland going towards B. Slay finding Lubden off the rip, evening things up. But with utility coming out from Wonderland here, they are going to be able to get the bomb down, so this is going to be an important, a match point retake for Knave of Hearts. As a Duck gets going to Ducky. Let's go down. Biggie Cheese, though, finding Knock. 2v3. 1v2 for Apologist. Where is he?
The flip script immediately happens. Blinked, and I missed it.
It's a 1v2 situation for Apologist. They know where he is. 4-15 shuts it down.
That's
it.
it.
You have it, folks. Wonderland wins. Dust 2 wins the 3rd map. And therefore, folks, there you have it. Your bronze championships, or your bronze champions for season 15 is Wonderland.
Amazing play, dude. That was awesome.
That was an amazing game. I'm certain there's going to be clips cut out from the YouTube stream, but it is going to be seen. There were so many. That Slay Exodus, like, ace to clutch up and keep them in the game. That was so amazing. But unfortunately, it is a team game, and even though Slay performed so great, unfortunately, Knave of Hearts just couldn't squeak out that victory in the end. And folks, it all comes down to mistakes. And at the end of the day, Wonderland made a couple less mistakes than Knave of Hearts, and therefore, Wonderland, are your season 15 bronze champions. Going over the final scoreboard here, I might have gone back to our thing a little bit too soon here, but I do just want to say Biggie Cheese on Wonderland leading the way 21-12. Ducky 17-13, 4v15 16-14, Lisan 12-12, Lubden 2-7. Meanwhile, Slay Exodus over on Knave of Hearts led the charge at 18-15. Darude 16-14, Apologist 14-13, Kraken 10-15, and Notch 8-16. All around great performance from all players on both teams. And with that, a little turtle there, or snail. That's a Pokemon.
Peanut butter. Pokemon, that's it. You're done. You're banned.
All right, I'm banned. So, folks, with that, guys, it has been so much fun to cast. I have been Quicksaber. This has been Orikani. And, how do you say your name? I'm sorry.
Orikani? Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, it's Oro. Just Oro works.
Oro. It's just Oro. It's just Oro. But, folks, thank you again for tuning in. This has been such an exciting match to cast. And if you like this match, you are going to love tomorrow's match. Because, gentlemen, at the same time, we are going to be casting the final match between, I believe it is Mages versus Insignia. And so, catch us tomorrow to find out who the championships, the first place and the second place winners of Season 15. We will be right back here with you guys. Until then, have a good night. Drink some water, go to bed. Don't let the bed bugs bite. But we will catch you on the next stream. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Pavlov VRML is brought to you by Exclaim, HyperX, ProTube VR. VR cover. Thanks for watching VRML.